Hi everyone, so welcome back to a new video. Today's Leetcode daily challenge is count nice pairs in an array. This is a medium level question. In this question we have been given an array nums which will contain non-negative integers, and we have to define a function called reverse of x which will be reversing the non-negative integer x. Now we have been asked to find if a pair of indices is nice or not. A pair of indices is nice only if it satisfies these two conditions. One is that I will be less than j, and j will be less than j will go till nums of length, and I will start from the zeroth index of the array. Now the other condition we have is that nums of I plus reverse of nums of j will be equals to nums of j plus reverse of nums of I. We have also been told that the total number of nice pairs can be very large, so we have to return the modulo of it. Let's see with an example what we have to do here. So here we have been given a nums array called which has numbers 42, 11, 1, 97. So what we have to check here is we have to check that if 42 plus reverse of 11 will be equals to reverse of 42 plus 11. If it is true, then we will count it as one pair. If it is not, we will just move on. So also we have been given the constant as that the length of the array will be less than or equals to 10 power 5, and it will start from 1. The nums length will never be 0, and the value contained in nums will be starting from 0 and will vary till 10 power 9. So let's see the approach to this question. One approach what we will see is, first one is a brute force approach. In this we will be using the basic for loops, and the for loops, if we are using the iterator I, then it will start from 0 and will continue till n minus 1, less than n minus 1, and j will start from I plus 1 and will continue till less than n. Here we will check then the condition which we were provided, that if nums of I plus reverse of nums of j is equals to nums reverse of nums of I plus nums of j. If it is so, we will increase the value by 1 of count. So count will increase by 1, and out of the loop we will be returning count. Now we have to see the way we have to define reverse function, right? So reverse of a number can be found out in two ways. One is two pointer approach, where we will convert the integer to string. The other approach will be treating the number as string, as integer only, but we will use a loop and we will check if the value number is greater than 0 or not, and we will extract each digit and form a reverse number. We will form a reverse number. So these are the two ways to calculate the reverse of a number. Now we have the time complexity in brute force as O of n square. So according to this question, this will give us time limit exceeded. In order to get a proper approach, we will see the optimized version now. So let's move on to the optimized version. So the first step which we have to follow here is we will form or define a reverse function which will be the same as the previous one. Now what we have to do is this reverse function we will be calling each time to check the between difference between the number difference between the number and its reverse of number. Okay, so we have to find the difference between them and we will store it in a hash map. Store the difference in hash map, or we can say dictionary. After this, now we have calculated the reverse difference between all of them. So the third step what we have to do here is we will count the total number of nice pairs. So how we have to do is we will count all the occurrences of the difference which count of count all the occurrences of the difference which is occurring in the of the difference which is in the value of hash map. Now in a hash map we have a key and the key has a value. So we have to check for same values of differences, and to calculate the number of occurrences what we will do is we will take count which is the value here, count into count minus 1 by 2. Okay, so this will get us the number of occurrences. We will add it to a sum value. So if we have a integer value as sum, so what we have to do is sum plus is equals to count. This is if we are keeping it as c, so c, and we will take the mod value of it. At the end of the function we will return sum. So this is how we will get the total number of occurrences of nice pairs using optimized version. So let's see the code now, and whatever little doubts were in the explanation will be cleared from that. Let's see the code now. So we will define mod here. We saw that first we had to define a function to reverse the value. So we will define a reverse function, reverse of x while x is greater than 0, to store the reverse value. I am defining an integer. So now we will be storing the remainder of x in D, and what we have to do here is reverse is equals to reverse multiply by 10 plus D. Now we have to do is x is equals to x divided by 10, and we will return this reverse value. So we will return the reverse from here. Now what we have to do is we have to count the occurrence of, count the number of reverse, difference of reverses, right? So we will declare a hash map or dictionary. So in that we will store the difference of number with its reverse. Difference is equals to num minus reverse of num, and we will store it in the hash map. We will store the difference in the hash map. So count map of difference is equals to count map dot get difference comma 0 plus 1. Now we have already stored the difference value. Now we have to count the nice pairs. So count equals 0 for I in count map dot values nice pairs, or count is plus is equals to, we will write it clearly, count is equals to count plus I multiply by I minus 1 divided by 2, and we will find the modulo of it, and now we will return the count. So let's run it. We will try to submit the solution now. So it has been accepted. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. I will be adding the code in my GitHub, and the link will be provided in the description. You can access the code from there. If you like the video, please subscribe to the channel for further Leetcode daily challenges.